Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, cats and dogs, welcome to another episode of 94 Feet Podcast. It's your boy Big Zeke in the building. I'm here with my brother Dre.
What's good, 94 Feet Nation? Pleasure to be back in front of you today. What's good?
I'm also here with my brother Kesey.
What's good, good people? Pleasure to be in the building with my brother Dre
Yeah. How you doing,
and
brother?
my brother Zeke.
You didn't sound like you was too sure you were going to say that last one.
Yeah, I'm trying to get it out.
I mean, that's fine.
You know, it'd be like that some days, right?
Some days.
Some days it do be like that. Before we even start off with the injury report, I want to send a shout out to, well, not a shout out, but more of a rest in peace to one of the greatest basketball coaches to ever step foot on the court. He recently just passed away. Paul Silas. I'm sorry. Paul Silas passed away. So rest in paradise, my brother.
Long-time Georgetown coach, right?
Georgetown coach. I think he was a two-time NBA champion. His son currently is on the Houston Rockets. He's the Houston Rockets head coach, if I believe
He
so.
is.
So that's always good to see. Well, not good to see, but yeah, it is good to see. When your father was in the NBA and then he passes the torch on to you and you can continue the legacy.
Not Georgetown. I think we confused him with the other black coach. Wow. But yeah, he coached in San Diego. He coached, Charlotte for years. New Orleans. He coached in Cleveland. I confused him with the other coach. He used to coach Iverson all the time. But yeah, rest in peace, man. Paul Silas, I always thought was an underrated coach in the NBA. He just had really bad teams. And, the thing about his coaching career is if you look at it, it really wasn't great in the NBA minds because he missed the playoffs every year that he coached, except 4 of those seasons. He made it to the first round, made it to the conference finals a few seasons. But he definitely was a good man, good brother. IQ for the game of basketball was really, really good. But, rest in peace, Paul Silas. Cherish your people, love your people, forgive your people, talk to your people, because none of us never know.
I know who you was thinking of. John Thompson.
We were thinking about John Thompson. But yeah, we could be here today, gone tomorrow.
Well,
be well, people.
Thanks for that depressing message.
That's not a depressing message. It's just
let's just move on to the injury.
No. You don't get to cut me off.
I didn't cut you off. I'm just saying thank you for that. Thank you for that. Down in the
that wasn't
down in the depths. Cherish your people, love your people. All right, we
saying, shouldn't you though? Shouldn't you?
Yes.
Well, then didn't say that. Shoot.
I get it.
Be good to your people, because the way you treat us, man. We dropped dead today. You gonna be like, I should have been nicer to Trey.
So
I should have been nicer to Keith.
You die today. There will be an opening spot Monday because the clock don't stop.
You hear this?
Moving on.
You hear this?
You know what type of friend he is.
Oh man, one of the trashiest ones ever.
Moving on.
Let's pay full price.
Moving on. Let's move forward to the injury report.
I don't want to do it. Go ahead, Keith. No, I'm just kidding. I got it. I'll do my job.
Atlanta Hawks.
Hey, man.
DeJounte Murray left
Wow.
ankle sprain. Out 2 weeks.
Boston Celtics. Al Horford is out with COVID-19.
Cleveland Cavaliers. Donovan Mitchell. Right leg soreness out to be determined.
Denver Nuggets. Jamal Murray. Left knee contusion. He is day to day.
Golden State Warriors. Andrew Wiggins. Groin out day to day.
Memphis Grizzlies. Desmond Bane. Who? Right toe sprain.
Desmond who?
Right? 3 to 4 weeks.
The fact that y'all be saying who to some of these people's names. Keep going.
Obi Toppin. Non-displaced fracture in right fibula. Out 2 to 3 weeks.
For the Knicks. That is your injury report.
Thank you very much, Kesey and Andre.
Absolutely. My true friend. The one that would mourn me.
I'm trying to figure out, though, how you using my nickname, but you used his real name.
Because Dre and Andre just kind of like either.
Did you call me Andre?
Yeah, he did.
Really?
He said Andre.
I could have said something else.
Like what? Like what? You don't have to call me. You don't have to call me king on the show.
I could have. Hey, okay. Now I could have called you. Could have called you something else.
Go ahead.
I could have called you Xavier, but I didn't do that.
Dog,
Exactly. Now, hold on, no. I tried to. I held it back. I was like, I could have. What? Say
So we doing middle names now. Ramon.
Look, man.
Who? Is that his middle name?
It's
Yes.
not my middle name. It's not my middle name.
What?
It's not my middle name.
Isaiah Ramon.
First of all, that's not my middle name. Okay? That's not my middle name. Okay.
I know what the real middle name is. I ain't gonna say it.
Ain't it Tramon or something about a moan?
It's not that. Can we move on?
LOS
Can we move on?
ER.
Loser. Woo, let's talk basketball.
That's in the history book, man. Come on, man.
Let's talk basketball. I've never called you that.
Nobody will ever understand the story behind that, but
They
me
won't.
and you.
I've never called you that. Let the record show.
It's a story behind.
I've only called you your name.
How we both got that title.
I heard the story and it's freaking hilarious.
It is. Looking back on it is. At the time, it wasn't funny. But
It was unfunny because
looking
it's
back
true.
on it, it's hilarious.
The truth hurts.
A little bit.
Yeah, the truth hurts.
We're gonna move around. We're gonna
Move around.
We're gonna move around to the shoot around. A segment where we talk about rumors, news, and things going on around the NBA. We do this every once in a while, but foul or null. Foul or null is we bring a topic to the table and we talk about it and see if it was foul or null. Pretty simple. The New Orleans Pelicans Zion Williams does a 360 windmill dunk to put a cherry on top of their 128-117 victory over the Phoenix Suns. After the game, teams got into a little bit of a shoving match, a little bit of a scuffle. Did you guys see this?
I did.
First of all, let's go ahead and go around the table. Dre, since you first want to say something, say you did see it. What do you think?
I thought it was great.
Mm.
I thought it was great. That is what you're supposed to do when you're winning in front of your home crowd. And more importantly, I was glad it was against the Phoenix Suns. They are other than your boy Luka, they are the worst crybaby team in the NBA. Chris Paul has turned them into some whiners and some crybabies. Don't be mad. Y'all put up 130-something points and blew it. Y'all should have won the game. So Zion closing out the game that way, sending the fans home happy, I thought was incredible. It was wonderful. Keep doing it. Play better if you're the Suns.
Casey?
Well. Welcome to Zion's world.
Welcome, baby.
Phoenix Suns are some crybabies. First off, Chris Paul tried to score with 6 seconds left. That's what started it. Because if he don't try to score with 6 seconds left instead of just running the clock out like a true professional should, and that they call the gentleman's what do you call it?
Gentleman's club.
Gentleman's rule.
Gentleman's rule.
It's a gentleman's rule, right?
Yeah.
You know the game over, right?
Mm-hmm.
Why are you trying to make a layup?
But if your team is losing,
it doesn't matter. If the game is over, the game is over, right? Whether you're winning or you're losing.
That's true.
Zion just gave the fans something to go home with.
I mean,
that's how I'm looking at it.
I see it from both sides. I do see that is an unwritten rule in the NBA. Like, you don't do that. Like, once the game is over, you're up by a significant amount. You just slowly put the ball down and you walk away, and that's game. I felt like,
not to mention Phoenix was taunting him the whole game.
I mean,
not to mention
that's in the game, but like I said before, this is not the first time we've seen this. We've seen this over years and years. Every year it probably happens at least once. But I mean, I see both sides. I thought it was just, like I said, the cherry on top of the victory, just to kind of let y'all know we up in here, and y'all put us out last year, and that was kind of the thing about it was like y'all put us out last year. So
And Chris Paul laughed in their face. Remember? Don't
Yeah.
forget how he treated them when
No,
he won.
he's so disrespectful to all the
but
time.
but that's the thing though. Like you reap, the Bible say you reap what you sow.
yeah, and then on top of that, it's one of the things where like I feel like New Orleans is a young team, so sometimes younger teams and younger guys don't care about those unwritten rules. You just you celebrate and you celebrate with your team and stuff like that. As far as my opinion on Phoenix Suns, I do agree with Dre that these African Americans they be acting real light skinned over there in Phoenix, real light skinned. Devin Booker, what's his name?
But when I looked at the video,
DeAndre Ayton, they acting real light skin over there.
The main person who was trying to make the biggest fuss is
Chris Payne.
Cameron Payne.
The dude that be dancing all the time.
Cameron Payne, and he a scrub. How you mad?
The best thing you're good at is dancing. Stick to it.
Now, before I play the clip, this is what Cameron Payne said about it. He said, I like that there was just no sportsmanship, and we don't really like that. We do the right thing. I feel like they should have done the right thing, and they didn't. The game was over. They can hold the ball. Like I said, it was unwritten rule. He's a veteran.
He's not a vet.
He is a vet. How long he's been in the league?
It's been some years.
About 5 or 6, but he still ain't no vet.
He a vet. He's just not a good one.
And he's a journeyman. He's a journeyman. I'm not saying he's a superstar. I say he's a vet.
Cameron who?
A dancer. Play some music and he'll start dancing even in a loss.
Come on, man.
So, I mean,
that was Russell Westbrook's dance partner.
My thing is, though, you got to look at it like this from this perspective. You know how long those Pelican fans been waiting to see Zion do something like that?
That's true.
He's been in and out his entire career since he came in the league. They excited, and he gave them something to be more excited about to come to the next game.
Just the other night, the Bucks were up by 16 on the Kings. Maybe 5 minutes left. Giannis bammed it in an open court.
That's 5 minutes. We talking about 5.
It don't matter, but you're still up by almost 16.
The game
was over. And the starters were out. It doesn't matter. With time on the clock, if you on the home court, which they were, it is perfectly acceptable to do what Zion did. Now, if you're on the visiting team, I might say go out with a little class. You always send the fans home happy.
Shouldn't you go out with class either way?
Nope. Phoenix never does. Chris Paul walked off the court when we beat them for the title.
He's frustrated.
Doesn't class. You shouldn't have class even when you're frustrated.
And he our league VP.
Right.
Of the Players Association.
I mean, everybody didn't feel like this. DeAndre Ayton said he doesn't have an issue with the 360 dunk. It's his home court. He does it for the fans. I don't have any stuff. I didn't take any of that stuff personal.
That's what I said. That's what Ayton said.
That's what the Dre
exactly
said.
what I just said, ain't it? Cameron Payne only doing that because he's a scrub. He ain't got nothing else to do.
And Chris Paul was ready to fight.
Chris Paul was right there in the scuffle.
He was ready to fight.
Because he lost. He's a sore loser.
He's a sore loser, and he was waiting on somebody to push him in the back again.
That's bad, though. He's a vet, and he's a sore loser like that still.
He's a crying baby.
But you know what that is?
What?
He didn't have his title stolen from him too many times.
Well, not only that, I think New Orleans at that point were rising in the rankings, right?
So this, I think that game they trumped they didn't trump it, but it's word. One. Really? It's one. They're 1 and 2. So New Orleans is number 1 now. Phoenix is still number 2.
And just a few short weeks ago,
Phoenix number 4.
Just a few short weeks ago,
they just lost again.
Just a few short weeks ago, I called them.
They're on the 3-game losing streak.
I called them the best team in the NBA because of record, like you kind of did with Boston. And you're losing to the Pelicans. The Pelicans haven't had the number 1 seed in years, right? If ever.
And you talking about in the West.
More importantly, let's not forget how Chris Paul did the people of New Orleans when he demanded a trade to the Lakers that got rejected, and he left anyway. You left him hanging, so shout out to Zion for being the new face and sending them crybaby Clippers home. And you know what else this does that I think is great for the game of basketball? It creates new rivalries. So guess what? Now? The next game is going to sell some tickets, be on TV, and put more butts in the chair because now folks are going to think Phoenix going to come out trying to shoot because now they're offended by what Zion and the Pelicans have done. Shout out to Zion and the Pelicans for being number one
Sean, you want to run the clip?
and taking back their city. How do you feel about it?
I like I said before, I see both ways I see both things. I see both sides of this. I do see I do know their unwritten rule. It does matter if you're winning, if you're losing. Like if I'm winning, I'm like, oh yeah, do you. If I'm losing, I'm kind of mad. I'm like, really? Was that necessary? So I think, but I also think that if you're blowing somebody up by like 25, that's when I honestly have an issue. Like, come on, Dad, really?
Yeah. By the way, the Warriors are in 8th place.
What that mean?
They're beating good teams. Teams
On the road.
Teams that matter.
I mean, I'm sorry, at home.
They're still winning.
At home.
They're still winning. Dallas is in number 10. Did y'all see Luka walk off the court with his crybaby butt?
First of all,
did you see that, Keys?
The Bucks lost.
Let's talk about
yes.
Yeah, the
Did
Bucks.
You see that?
The Bucks won. I understood where Luka was coming from.
Oh, now you
no,
understand.
you can't because
No, I understood where he was coming from. He had no help.
Did you see how many fouls they gave on Giannis that they didn't call?
Bruh, he fouled out.
He did.
With several minutes left in the fourth.
They tried to give that.
What did Giannis say during his interview after the game? He said, "Good foul."
Yeah, of course he's gonna say because he has class.
Let's go ahead and play this clip from Zion. What he had to say about the dunk. That's my thing right there. Like, if you're gonna be that guy, if you're gonna be that guy, and he's, I think he ended that very correctly. Like, if y'all do it on their home court, I wouldn't be tripping. It is what it is, and that's what, like, I think he handled that very mature because he could have came in there on some, man, what they crying about, blah blah blah. There's some crybabies and woo 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 woo. They could have been, he could have been on that, but he answered it very correctly.
He should have did like Jerry Jones, not said anything at all.
Wow,
that's your boy.
You gonna keep bringing that up? Huh?
Keep bringing it up.
He did. He said the right thing.
He did.
He approached it. He approached it the right way. He was straight to the point and honest. Like, look, they put my team. And that's what I was thinking in my head. That's the reason he did it because they put them out last year.
Yeah,
and he didn't play, and you got a chance to beat them.
Yeah,
and true. Your fans is waiting on you to beat them.
You know what's funny about that though? Before that dunk, I don't think Phoenix seen them as a rivalry. Like, I don't think Phoenix looked at them
Phoenix
like that until he
serious.
did that. That's my thing. I don't think they really took them serious. But
Zion,
him dunking that and doing it at the end of the game was like, oh, okay, this is what we on. All right, this is what we on.
I'm here now. That's
exactly.
What that says.
I look at that too, like, and Zion, like, oh, I'm here now. Do that when I'm here. And I'm like,
and they're playing right now.
They're actually playing right now. I was just gonna say,
and it's 117 all.
It's an overtime.
It's going into overtime.
So, and this game is without Devin Booker, and he wasn't on the injury report. I should have put him on there. It is what it is. Be like that sometimes. You miss some.
But if you look,
but that game is going on right now. We'll probably drop an update during that.
If you look at the Pelicans' schedule too. Some of their wins have been impressive.
It was very impressive. They have some very impressive wins.
They lost to the Suns earlier in the year. They beat the Mavericks. They killed the Clippers. They beat the Warriors. They beat the Bulls. They beat the Grizzlies. Barely lost to the Celtics. They destroyed the Warriors. They lost to the Grizzlies.
They did what?
They destroyed the Warriors. Are not my team. I don't mind saying
you just brought them up. You're like, we in 8th place.
Well, I didn't say we. I said they're in 8th place because you be riding the Warriors like, man, like it's gonna hurt my feelings or something. It's not.
Look, man, it's not my fault.
6 points.
Huh?
Say Chris Paul got 6.9.
Right, and he
Chris
the
Paul
main
is
one
injured,
leading the crybaby show.
So with this situation, foul or no?
No, it's not a foul.
No, it's not a foul.
No. No.
No.
All right.
Shout out to Zion.
Zion.
Now let's move on to
Welcome to Zion's world, y'all.
welcome to Foul or No. Welcome to another episode of Foul.
I
or
hope
No.
he get in the dunk contest just because of that.
He
dunk.
not. He not.
I know, but it's nice to hope.
The Minnesota Timberwolves.
Hey, before you go any further, I know who's going to be in the dunk contest.
Who?
That boy Green on
Dallas.
yes.
Yeah, I can see that.
Did you see that dunk he did?
cold.
I did.
He cold.
It's been talks about him,
Uh-oh.
and that's one of the reasons why. Well, besides the Bucks, I wanted to see what he really about. Is it just dunking? Is
But
it?
them the ones you want in the dunk
It is
contest.
the
Right.
ones you want.
You
to
really
dunk
want
at.
the scrubs that can get some good dunks off.
Number
Let me
one.
ask you
That's
this.
hilarious.
But that's all it is.
No,
Look at the dunk contest.
you really want the scrubs in there who ain't getting no cake, no click.
Look at it. Look at the dunk contest. Any of them not been scrubs?
That's true. Go ahead.
Does LeBron James owe us a dunk contest before he retired?
No,
No.
Mm-mm.
LeBron owes us a dunk contest, bro.
Those days are long gone.
No, because he still puts on the show pre-game in every stadium.
Not like
dunking.
he used to.
That's because them knees.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying. Them days is gone.
If he gonna do it, this will be the year.
What? Y'all really want him? Y'all really want him to break that record because he gonna go up there, do something, and come down nasty, and that's gonna be
I was
it for
gonna
the
say
season.
I don't think he would do it because he's too old now. He don't want to risk them knees.
Now his son gonna do it.
Why would it risk something for him doing that?
Man, he old.
Why
bro.
you acting like he ain't
He's
old?
fragile, bro. He takes
Do you
breaks
see the
every
way-
week.
Do you see the way LeBron dunking the games?
Yeah, I
He
do.
needs to be
With
on a-
authority. It's
Hard.
it's with
I've
authority.
been thinking like he gonna break a wrist at some point.
He needs to be on
He
a
been doing
Kawhi
that-
Leonard schedule.
He been doing that same cockback since year one.
Exactly, and because he's strong and he come down with authority, so it's cool. But I don't
Why
want
couldn't he do it in the dunk contest?
them dunks is simple.
His dunk.
When the last time?
How many
Ask this
people you know
question.
can bring
When
the ball
last
back
time
like
you-
that?
When the last time you seen LeBron James put it through his legs?
He does. I've seen a couple backboards.
Yeah, backwards.
When he was having warm up with Bronny, he was at
When?
one of Bronny games this summer.
I didn't see
At
that.
the high school.
He was doing it.
At the high school.
Him, Bronny, and
Is
other
it
little
on,
bro.
Is it on tape?
Yes, on tape.
Yeah.
YouTube it.
It went viral.
They was having a dunk contest
Hashtag Bron Dunk Contest.
between the three of them.
Mm.
Come on, Mr. Twitter. You didn't know that?
Bryce, Bronny, and LeBron.
First of all, Mr. IG, apparently me and LeBron ain't friends. Anyways, moving on. The Minnesota Timberwolves played the Utah Jazz in Utah, and at the end of the game, with the Timberwolves up more than enough, Rudy Gobert ends the game with a putback. This ensues with a little scuffle between the two teams. Right or wrong, foul or no?
Can I tell you why I like this so much?
Go ahead.
Because Rudy Gobert is so petty. He ended it with the most basic, fundamental layup. Like, it was so, like, simple. He was running fast
And you
pace.
see how I put it? He said I put a putback because it wasn't no dunk, it wasn't no layup. It was a putback. He was like, "Hey, give me the ball,"
Literally.
and just put it in the hoop because he's
Literally.
7 foot tall. And I'm just like,
And then looked back at the bench.
"You so lame.
Then looked at the bench.
You so lame."
Then he
You
looked at the bench
so
like, hey, see what you
lame.
missing?
Now, here's the thing. To me, that's why I brought this up, not because of his lameness, but because this is a different situation. Little did I know, I'm glad you asked that question. Little did I know, this is the second time the Utah Jazz and Minnesota Timberwolves have played each other. The first time they played each other, the Timberwolves beat them and did the same thing. Now, hold on. Rudy Gobert, when they did this in Minnesota and they lost the game, he didn't say nothing. He just walked off the court. He's like, okay, I'll see y'all again. And now he comes back with the pettiness. So, original question: is this a foul or no?
It is not a foul what Mr. COVID did. It's literally just
Hold on a second. Would you just call him?
Mr. COVID.
Wow.
Remember the original super spreader of the NBA? Listen, Rudy Gobert.
Hold on, real quick, Bucks fans.
Yes.
I'm gonna need you guys to start listening to 94 feet because we got some taunts here, Mr. COVID. Okay, go ahead. This is it. The whole Pfizer 4. Mr. COVID. Mr. COVID. Oh man. Okay, go
Now,
ahead.
in real life, let me preface this. 94 feet is a show. It's got okay. This is all a
Uh-uh.
game.
Get
You
that.
do not call people
Mr.
COVID in
COVID?
person, okay? You
Mr.
do not
COVID?
walk up to
He's
that
at
man.
hold on, he's at the free throw line. Y'all hear Mr. COVID, Mr.
You do
COVID.
not call that man no COVID in no person. That is
All right.
disrespectful.
Now in person, whatever. But
Yeah.
when he's on the free throw line, okay, I'm starting it off too. Go ahead.
It is not foul to me because again, this is how you know what? I thought sports fans were sensitive. Grown men with a lot of money are the most sensitive.
Oh, they're children.
Bruh, so what? He did a layup, although it was freaking hilarious. Who cares? It is not foul. It's his former team that traded him and ended up. We thought that Utah was picking Donovan Mitchell over him, and ultimately got rid of both of them. So I don't really care. But it is hilarious to see Jordan Clarkson square up every time he gets angry. So it is not foul to me. Minnesota, though, what I will say is y'all record sucks. So y'all should be focused on winning more games by a lot versus pulling antics like that. But I found it hilarious.
Casey.
Rudy who? Mr. Overpaid Rudy.
Overpaid Rudy.
I don't even know what to even say about him right now.
I mean,
how was that not know what to say? And it's literally the same thing Zion did, except it wasn't a dunk. But it's literally the same thing.
To me, the difference is
Rudy Gobert.
That too. You know what's funny?
Like
the thing about Zion's was when he did, you can kind of tell he was personal, and he did it. Not only was it personal, it was cool. He did a 360 windmill dunk. It was like, oh, okay. Rudy's was just petty. Now I'm still not calling foul. I'm just saying it was petty.
That's what I said at the beginning.
It was petty.
I agree.
Yeah, I'm petty.
I agree.
But that's what I'm thinking. I'm like, oh, this is you just petty.
COVID spreader did a lot. It was very much a petty play because he literally could have bammed it and gave the fans a wow, but he literally just took it and it was so slow. Like it was slower than watching Luka play. It was so slow. He put it up in there and just like shh.
I didn't even see that part.
It was just to me, it was just real. It was just real lame.
It didn't even look like it was a part of the game.
You said look lame.
It was lame.
It was so slow.
Because it was just a putback. Look it up.
Listen, bro. Picture a fast pace.
He really was like, hey, give me the ball and just put it in
an open court
and just put it in the.
It was very Tim Duncan-ish.
And yeah,
very Tim Duncan-ish.
So it was just one of the things I was like, dude, you could have kept that.
How much time was left?
Literally,
it was time was running out.
Seconds, not even 10 seconds, not even 5 seconds. They had secured the win based on the score and the time left on the clock.
Yeah, they secured the time. It was
watch basketball at all?
Yeah, I've been watching basketball, but I didn't watch the Utah Jazz and the Minnesota Nobodies.
Why not? It was a good game.
Cat's out for like 6 weeks too, so it'll be interesting to see how Rudy plays with him being out.
And we'll see what happens. But anyways, I just sent it to you. But it was just petty. It was petty. It was real lame. That's why I was just like, dude.
You didn't like it?
No.
So
I know what I thought. I thought it was to me it was warranted. With Zion, like you said, like we just discussed, Phoenix wasn't thinking about them. They was like, okay, another game we lost, so well. But until he put some umph on it, it was like, oh, that's what we own. We'll be sure to play you guys a little bit harder next time. And that's how that went. That's how they went with that. But I'm not calling foul on that. I'm not calling foul on that. Moving on.
Dude, Maverick got beat 144. I think the Bulls scored 144 on them.
I don't think Luka played. I'm serious. I don't think he played.
He probably cried if he did. Mr. Walk off the court and leave your team hanging. How detrimental is that? That's not on your docket, as you would say.
Mm-hmm.
But how detrimental is that to your team to have your star player walk off on you while talking trash and basically blaming you for the loss?
See,
that's what he did.
I don't think he did that.
Yes, he did.
I don't think he did.
Yes,
that.
he did.
No, he did.
Okay.
They missed 4 free throws in a matter of a minute, maybe 2. That could have put them up by a significant amount. Like the Bucks didn't win that game. Dallas gave that game away.
Is that what you call that?
Yeah.
I watched that whole game.
I watched the whole
which
game
was
too.
a great game. The Bucks have had two of the best games this season. One against the Lakers, one against
I think they
Dallas.
missed like 6 free throws. Dallas missed like 6 free throws.
But Giannis got fouled like 9 times. They didn't even call.
And he fouled out.
And he fouled out.
Well, that's coming from a fan perspective. Let's talk the facts here. The
No.
facts is they missed a lot of free
There was
throws.
some hard fouls.
There was some hard foul. And the 6 foul, the thing about Giannis is, I talk about this all the time, he goes hard. And that's the thing about Giannis. That's one of the better things about Giannis. That he's always going hard. So when he did that 6 foul, he was like, good foul. I would do the same thing all over again because that's just who I am. And I get that. I'm not gonna be mad at him for doing it, but it's one of them things where like that's what I just felt like we didn't like go out there and push and win that game. They kind of gave that game away. And that's just who Dallas is. So to answer your question, I'm not mad at Luka for being mad because when I once he missed that shot, he was like, we shouldn't even have been in this position. We shouldn't have been in this position. And so for your superstar, he is probably the only person on your team who can get mad like that and feel some type of way.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, I don't have no way
Why
about
is
it.
always the scrub who want to get mad?
Why do you mean the scrub? It's Luka.
Malik Beasley, I'm talking about.
Oh,
I seen it.
yeah,
That was a layup.
exactly. Okay, so you seen the clip. Exactly. It's one of them things where I was just like, come on, man. This is what you're doing? I can see if you threw it on some authority. And Rudy Gobert, you so soft. That's why Shaq be getting on you, because you soft. But anyways, we're moving on. Nike has officially terminated their relationship with Kyrie Irving. Does anybody care?
Nope.
I mean,
You don't care?
Nope.
they officially terminate their contract with Kyrie.
Yeah. If you don't care to say you don't care, I'll move on.
Nope.
Why?
Because of the anti-Semitic comments.
What you mean? Why?
I'm saying like
Semitic comments. I'm sorry.
For the what?
Anti-Semitic comments he made.
my thing is
We're
we can talk about this.
We gonna talk about it?
Yeah.
Let's talk about it.
We're not gonna play the race card because the way they backed up Kaepernick after the whole everybody in America turned on him shows that they wasn't playing the race card.
Who wasn't playing the race card?
Nike with Kyrie. We ain't gonna blame it on the race card. We're just gonna blame it on comments. Nike is no fool. They know their biggest customer is who?
Black folks.
Me, you, and Isaiah, our cousins, right? So we're not gonna play the race card. I don't really care that they did it. I mean, Kyrie knew he had a lot to lose, and it sounds like Kyrie was ready to get out of the deal anyway, because he literally blacked out his Nike sign and said "free, thank God I'm free" on his shoes. So it looks like both sides wanted out. I'm okay with it. Nike stands behind a number of black athletes. They were the only major marketer and endorser that stood behind Colin Kaepernick when it was unpopular. And then they were the only ones that stood behind him.
That's what you bringing up?
That's what I'm bringing up. They stood behind him when it was unpopular. And then other people got on board. So I'm not going to say it's based on race. I'm not going to say it's based on whatever, but it doesn't bother me that they dropped Kyrie. Rich people find other ways to stay rich. So whatever.
See, my thing about that is this. I agree with you, Dre. Nike did stand behind Colin Kaepernick. And I posed a question on Twitter. You know how bad it's got to be when Nike to cut ties with you? Because they not only stood by Kaepernick, they were still making NFL gear. So it's not like they pick sides here. Like you said, the rich gonna make the rich gonna rich. My thing is, and I said this on Twitter, you still rocking the shoes though. So it's not like you like, oh, y'all cut ties with me. All right, cool. I'm done with the shoe. No, y'all still rocking the shoes.
What other shoes would he wear?
I don't know. Put some Adidas on.
Put on some Jordans.
Put some Under Armours on. I don't know.
They're the Kyries. They're called the Kyries.
I know they're
They
kind of
were.
Kyries. I just feel like
So
Correct.
does that mean
Check this out,
so that
Keisha.
mean they can't sell no more of his shoes?
no, they're not releasing no more of his shoes.
What is the terms of the contract?
No, he's done. we will not be releasing any more of your shoes.
Temporarily or for good?
No,
For
they're
good.
done.
They're
They dropped
done.
them.
There will be no new Kyries.
So did they drop them or the contract ended?
Same thing.
Same thing. What's
They
the,
terminated him. They
it's the same
terminated
thing.
his
They terminated their
contract.
relationship. What's the difference? What's the difference? Please let me know. What is the difference?
It's a difference between being terminated and then the contract ended and we don't renew it, right?
If your contract get cut right now from your job, are you gonna come back to work?
My contract can't be cut unless there's some legal obligations that they
Your
want to deal with.
This is a work at will state. They can cut your contract and just say we're cutting you and not give you an explanation. You better
But
learn
they got to
the
pay me
law.
out.
No, they don't.
Yeah, they do.
Not if there's a terminate. Not if there's a clause in there that doesn't say it. If you're getting money, there has to be some type of clause that says that. Now, I'm sure Nike potentially bought him out, but remember, big deals, big executives likely have some type of morality clause in there. And if they wanted to, his anti-Semitic comments probably fell under that morality clause, a lot like Kanye's and some others. So don't think you getting paid just because somebody dropped you. Okay, Wisconsin, especially in Wisconsin, work at will state, meaning we can get rid of you for any reason without a cause.
So I am.
Okay.
I'm
just saying.
I know. I understand what you're saying. I'm just like, I just found it funny. I just found it very interesting. And to me, half the lure to Nike shoes, Kyrie's, KD's, or whatever, they make good basketball shoes. Point blank, period.
Do they?
So they said it was a mutual agreement that they both sides decided let's just.
Yeah,
end
sure
it.
it was. But, yeah, sure it was.
Kyrie got his money, and they got rid of his name.
Okay, Keith, because you want to talk about this. So my question for you, you must have a reason why you want to talk about it. Speak your piece, my brother.
Because he wear Kyrie.
I don't wear any
I'm
Kyries.
I'm just playing.
I mean, I just feel
By the way, it's probably Browns or nothing, but go ahead.
people aren't entitled to say things in their personal life without being judged, whether it's everyday people or athletes. But I feel athletes get punished the worst for saying things that they think or they might just feel at the moment. And there's everyday people who say these things and they have no consequence. And there's also people of the races that say things and there's no consequence. But all African Americans, everything they say and do is judge everything.
You cannot make this about race. This is the one thing you can't make about race because Nike literally stands behind black athletes.
My only thing is like he never said he hated
Hold
anybody.
on a minute.
He never said he hated anybody.
Okay, Dre, this is the second time saying that. Are you saying that Nike is in support? Do you think Nike is in support of black athletes or blackness, or they're in support of athletes, aka their money makers?
Well, it doesn't matter. If you're gonna spend the money, you're gonna spend the money. If Jordan got dropped from Nike, do you think that would stop people from buying them?
Yeah.
No, it wouldn't. No, it wouldn't.
If they didn't, if Nike, Nike didn't think they was getting some money out of the deal, they wouldn't have did nothing for Colin Kaepernick. Let's be honest about
That's
it.
cool. That ain't on me. That's on Colin.
Say that one more time, Keith.
That ain't on me. That's
if
on
they didn't
Colin.
think they was getting something out the deal by doing what they did for Colin Kaepernick, they wouldn't have did what they did for him.
So you work for Nike?
I'm not saying I'm working for Nike, but I'm just.
I mean, that's one of your lines.
I'm just being 100 right now.
That's one of your lines, though, because you be like, "Were you there?"
Also, now they feel right now they feel like they might lose a little bit of money because of Kyrie Irving's statement.
All I'm saying, it doesn't bother me.
All I know is the owner,
and I don't think they might even lose any money because Kyrie Irving's shoes is the number one team selling shoe.
Not anymore.
In the country.
Not anymore.
Go to the games.
I know. Not anymore.
Yeah, because of the statement that people blew up to be more of what it shouldn't have been.
Are you saying that he had merit in his statement? I'm just doing what he does now.
I'm just saying,
putting you on the spot.
Ain't America the freedom of speech, right?
With there's a freedom of speech with boundaries. You have to.
Yeah, when you got money, you got boundaries.
You have to use.
When you're broke, you don't got no boundaries.
Yeah, you do.
Because you can say what you want to say on your social media. Who gonna judge you?
You have to have.
I can say what I want on my social media. Who gonna judge me?
Keep thinking that. Keep thinking that, teacher. Keep thinking that.
That's facts.
Keep thinking that.
That's facts.
There are boundaries, and there is just some responsibility that comes with free speech.
I just want to put this out there. You start a OnlyFans, you can call it a rap.
We're not talking about OnlyFans. So if I would have just be like this, just put it like this.
That's
Let's
freedom
say,
of speech.
Say I did what he did, and I tweet and I post it, right? Would I lose my job?
Potentially. Depends on.
Would I be suspended?
Depends on what school you're working at. And depends on how many people see that want to blow it up. Say you were an educator at Rufus King, Golda Meir, or Ronald Reagan, and you tweet something anti-Semitic, and someone gets to it and retweets it and screenshots it and says to your principal, this is what one of your teachers is doing. You don't think there will be some consequence?
No.
You better open up the newspaper.
No, you better open up the newspaper.
No, I think you better.
I think you better.
No, I think you better because I've seen it happen. I've seen it happen. Literally, there was a teacher at one of our schools that I just mentioned several years ago when then President Trump was elected, who went on a Trump rant, and it got blown up to a point where they had to sit the teacher down for a while they investigated that he wasn't preaching hate speech.
Did he get fired?
I stopped following it because
but what Kyrie said didn't have anything to do with hate. Nothing he said he hate.
Anti-Semitic is a form of hate. What are you talking about?
I'm saying he didn't say he hate.
Move on.
All he did was retweeted a link to something he watched,
which is an endorsement. I'm not saying if he's
because he got money, it's an endorsement. If he was broke, it wouldn't be an endorsement, would it?
Okay.
Come on, man.
Do it then. Go on your Facebook and post the link that Kyrie posted. Okay? Ooh. And make your page public. Make your page public and see if anybody that hates you from your job share it and see if it's a problem.
Well, first of all, nothing's going to happen to Kesey because he's not as popular as you, Dre, on social media.
So why don't
I
you
don't
do
think
it?
that's going to...
Let's see what happens.
Because I have...
Let's do a test. Let's do a test run and see what happens.
He's popping.
Number one, I have sense. And number two, I would never post anything that I didn't read or watch first. He said himself, I should have watched it first. I should have read it first. Hey, read this copy of this book by Common. It's great. You ain't even picked it up to read it. Come on, man. All I'm saying is Kyrie.
Devil's advocate, man.
We're aware, but Kyrie Irving losing his deal, it sucks. But this is just the downward spiral.
But this is America.
Of his career too.
This is America. This is America.
Let's see how many teams touch him after this offseason.
If he was broke, would nobody even said a thing about it?
But again, Kesey, if he was broke, we wouldn't be talking about him.
Exactly my point. So why are we talking about him? Because he got money.
No, because it's the NBA, and that's what we do.
That's something the organization and him could have dealt with on that.
Milwaukee Brewers.
That's something him and the organization could have dealt with on their own.
No.
Right? Yeah, it could have.
No.
Yeah, it could have.
The minute he took
it, always got to be something blown out of proportion. Always.
Well, I mean, it's like
it's something him and the owners could have addressed on their own and said it was internal issues.
Now, what I will say is, are they harder on blacks? Absolutely. Because I'm still watching to see what the fall off from Brett Favre stealing is from the poorest community in America is going to be.
Nothing.
Okay. He still got a podcast. He's still on them garbage Wrangler commercials, right? People still talk about his greatness when they're talking about quarterbacks, even though he lost and only won one Super Bowl in 20 years.
Well, I'm still waiting on Jerry Jones' right speech, but hey, here we are.
Hey, man.
You know they won. They think
exactly.
They think they're going to win the Super Bowl.
So it matters.
We're going to make the playoffs.
It matters what color you are when you do certain things. It matters, huh? So that matters, though.
I mean, I don't disagree with that.
Can we?
No, you know what?
Can we move on?
Because I'm done with that, man.
Can we move on?
Shout out to Kyrie.
Shout out to Kyrie. Man, go get me
for what? For what? Shout out to Kyrie for what?
Then take the shoes off, Kyrie.
Oh, wait, no. Hold up.
Shoes off.
Shout out to Kyrie for what? Because I would love to post this message and share it and say, Kesey endorses Kyrie Irving. Shout out to Kyrie for what?
Hey, man, don't let him get you fired. Don't let him get you
Don't
fired.
take the bait.
Don't take the bait. He's trying to get you fired. He's trying to get you pulled in office. Mr. Davis,
Shout
can we
out to
talk?
Milwaukee Brewers.
Shout out Kyrie. Stay free, brother.
As he put the shoes on.
You see where Kyrie's?
I'll wear some Kyrie's.
His shoes aren't that nice looking to me.
I don't wear basketball shoes.
I don't.
They're
get
actually a
that.
pretty good basketball shoe.
Hey,
don't
it's a
get
basketball shoe. I don't wear basketball shoes.
They're pretty good basketball.
Aren't Jordan's basketball shoes?
Nah, come on, man. Stop.
They're
that.
style shoes
Come
now.
on, stop,
They're not
stop
basketball
shoes. Come on,
Because
stop.
Jordan,
Because you already know how they feel on your feet.
They do. They are
You know what's
horrible.
hilarious?
And you said it on numerous occasions.
it's hard to believe that Jordan actually hooped in his shoes. How?
But you got to remember, his
How?
are custom. The shoe is customly made for his foot.
That makes sense.
No, they were brand new.
They said he's
He
going
said
to the
it.
locker room
He
and get
said
fresh
it.
shoes out the box.
He's fresh shoes every game. He
And
said
give
it.
give them to fans.
Now,
The ones.
Did he say some hurt more than others? Yes, of course. Those Jordan ones hurt.
Y'all seem like Mike. No, I'm just kidding.
Those Jordan ones hurt. He said it. I wore. What game was that? I forgot what game it was. He said he wore the shoes to the game. Played a half. His feet was bleeding, and he took them out.
I'll tell you one thing I learned about Jordans as an avid wearer of Jordans. Two things: the ones are horrible for fitting, and the 11s are horrible for all my Jordan rockers out there.
Jordan rockers.
Hold up.
You're not listening to this.
Hold
man.
up.
This is just his feet. His feet in particular.
Okay.
I love me some good 11s.
Get off my feet. Okay, y'all gonna get off my dogs. So for flat feet people like myself, stay away from ones. Get the 11s a size up. So if you wear a size 11, get an 11 and a half. Okay. I just got the cherry red 11s for sale, size 10, 3 and a quarter. Hit my inbox at DreXD on IG. Chill out, man. If you're gonna rock some Jordans, the 3s and the 4s and the 13s are the most comfortable. The 3s, the 4s, and the 13s.
Yeah, facts.
I can't wear ones for a whole day, and I definitely can't wear 11s longer than 2 hours.
I rock them like they ain't no business.
Shoes.
You said what?
Ones was one of my favorites.
The ones are dope. The resale value on ones are crazy, but they are not that comfortable. Not gonna lie. I have shoe insoles in my mid-top ones that Zeke hates right now. I'm saying. We're talking about Jordans right now. Favorite Jordans. So real quick. Favorite Jordans. Give the number. It's 11s. Okay to digress sometimes. 11s and what else?
11s, ones. You know what? I have recently come to admire 4s.
Told you. Give yourself a hand. Told you. The 4s are the best looking and most comfortable Jordans if you're gonna walk all day. 4s and 3s.
Why are you walking all day in Jordans?
Well, because unlike you, my friend, when I start the workday in the morning, I don't get to go home right at 4:30 or 5.
Really?
No.
I mean, because
But I told you the 4s was the most comfortable one. Remember?
I've been wearing 4s forever, Kesey.
No.
Zeke.
You was more into the 11s.
Zeke.
What?
How long have I been wearing 4s?
A long time.
Since you know me.
A long time.
Since you know me. What's your favorite Jordans, Kesey? The most comfortable Jordans in your opinion?
First of all, 4. Favorite and most comfortable is two different things.
The black hats.
Oh, yeah. Those is hard to find. Those is a hard cop.
He disrespecting, but
yeah,
it's a whole other subject. But anyway.
My favorite pair of shoes. I will kick you in these shoes.
Worst pair of Jordans.
You mean look wise? Or you talking about comfortable?
Comfortable. Worst pair look wise could be many. Okay, it could be many.
You know what?
Because the 6s, why would anybody ever want to wear the 6s or 7s are beyond me.
You know what? We having this little quick conversation, but we will have an episode when we talk about shoes for a good 30 minutes. I'm gonna bring my boy Fresh on here when we talk about these shoes and these Jordans. Shout out to Fresh.
Shout out to Fresh for them grapes, right? Them grapes he had on was busting.
But the worst ones would probably be. Might be the 5s.
I was thinking in my head.
Yeah,
might be the 5s.
Hideous.
Michael, you know what it is. Man, you know what it is with 5s. 5s look good. Like if you just buy them and put them up, they cool. But once you put them on,
man, I had a pair. I had the last pair of 5s I bought. Man, I wore them for the whole day of work. I swear, it felt like somebody had cut my feet with Ginsu knives.
You know what? That's how my feet. Listen, dude. I swear, my pinky toe becomes deformed wearing 11s. Wearing 11. So I did get the cherry reds. I'm a cop. I'm not a cop god because sneaker app is trash.
Just for you.
I'm mad. I spent 3 days trying to get those 11s, y'all.
The ones that just dropped.
Yeah.
The cherries.
Hey man, it'd be like
I spent 3 days, man.
It'd be like that.
I lost every raffle I was in.
I'm not shocked.
No,
I was in 6 raffles.
Oh,
I'm not
my
sure.
guy to my right here wouldn't take my calls when they came out because I knew what he knew I wanted them. So I guess he's still trying to pay me back for the
First
order.
Did you get him?
First of all, he never called me. You
Did
didn't
you
call
I
get
me?
him?
called you twice on
Did you get him?
Saturday. You're
Oh,
lying.
I
Did you get him?
I was doing something. What?
Did you get him?
I ain't trying.
He's been delivered.
I'm on a different path.
It wasn't technically for me. That was for the kids,
For
man.
the
I bought
kid.
him to try to sell mine. So.
I have my eye on another pair, but
They-
you know,
and
that's
and
neither
everybody
here
who
nor there.
reselling them want 300.
I want 325.
That's how much they 300, 325. That's a good price.
Yeah.
I'm honest. That honestly is a good price.
Another
You better
terrible.
holler at
Then
him while you
again,
can.
Another
kids
another
wanna get them this
terrible.
Christmas.
Another, and then we'll move on. Another terrible fitting Jordan that I absolutely love, the 12s.
Oh no! Stop
yes. What?
it. The
Do you
12s
have
are
a-
comfortable.
Do you have an arch on your foot?
But that's what the kids are
Do
getting.
you have an arch on your foot?
A little bit.
So then maybe the 12s are comfortable for you. Find a flat foot person and ask them about the 12s.
The 12s are because they narrow at the foot.
And ask them about the
They
12s.
you got
no.
a fat foot-
It's for people with an arch.
If you got a fat foot, it ain't gonna work because it's narrow at the toe.
It's now at the toe.
But the black taxis, they slick though. I wouldn't mind a pair of those.
I have
would,
the taxis, the original taxis from the return Jordan, the original ones. My favorite Jordan that hurts my feet the most, but they look so dang good. Remember, I had them on at the game. Favorite pair of Jordans, but my feet was killing. I was sitting down there fresh by the feet, but like, God, hurry, make this game hurry up.
Look, man,
Make this game hurry up.
it costs to look good.
that's
It is
why.
what it
That
is.
is exactly why I love my 4s. I wear my 4s on the regular.
Honestly, quite frankly, I prefer Vapor Max Plus because for flat feet people, they're comfortable. It's like walking on air,
Listen,
but they're so expensive.
my black ones, all black ones I just got.
The Vapor Max
Whew,
Plus,
man,
aren't they great?
man, they feel
Aren't
great.
they great?
I stand by their product.
Now that we're done with that, thank you. We sounded real old just that.
No, we
little
talking about
bit, a little
shoes.
bit.
This is part of the
It
game.
is.
We
You know what? We
embrace
went
our
from
age.
Nike to shoes. Sometimes it's good, like you just
That's a
said. It's
good
time to
segue.
derail. Anyways, so a championship NBA champion rematch from last year happened this past Friday. Boston Celtics and the Golden State. My fault. Boston Celtics and Andre's Golden State Warriors.
I do not own one piece. True story though. I was in Vegas and I saw a Golden State hat that matched my Jordans.
And you almost got it.
I was sitting there thinking, and I told my guy, I said, man, I'm a Bucks fan. I can't wear no other team hat for basketball. I said, I can wear any baseball caps because I
Baseball.
don't follow
do
baseball.
but I won't do basketball.
I said, I can't do football because I follow the Packers, but I cannot buy a Golden State Warriors hat. And the hat was busting.
Wow.
And I just can't.
It ain't right.
I just
It
can't.
ain't-
How
it
are
ain't
you
right.
going to be a Steph fan?
I'll buy a Steph. I don't even own a Steph shirt. I don't even own a Golden State jersey because I don't wear jerseys. But me, if you notice, I'm getting creative with the Bucks hat. So the goal is to get maybe 29 team colors of Bucks hats. That's the goal, to get a Bucks hat for every team color. So whenever I go out and I see a different Bucks hat that I don't have, I'll pick one up, like this one. Or the one that I end up getting in Vegas that was mint green, right? A mint green Bucks hat with the Bucks.
I'm think I'm on like number 12 now.
Oh, for real?
Like number 12.
That's
I think,
what's up.
I think like some of them
That's
some
what's
I
up.
haven't even worn though.
That's what's up. Let me come shop in your closet.
No,
Wow.
that's all right.
Can we get back to the game?
I'll give you some tickets.
Can we get back to the game?
Why everything always gotta be? See what I'm saying?
Let me tell you something. How much you want for that? I'll give you some tickets. What? I need cash for this.
Listen.
I know, but I got some tickets.
What about the game?
So, did y'all watch the game?
I did. I watched the highlights.
And I'm going back to get that brown one we saw too.
Bucks hat?
Why would you do that? I was going to get that. You know what?
Well, let
We'll
me
talk
get
about
it
that
too.
You didn't get it, so I thought you didn't want it.
We'll talk about that at the show.
Okay.
They had a brown Bucks hat? Y'all know brown's my favorite color.
This is like a 10. Can we move on?
Stop bringing up personal stuff on the show.
All right. Okay.
Jeez.
Okay. So, the Golden State Warriors beat.
Destroyed.
I don't want to say destroyed, but it is. They had a handle on the game pretty much the whole game.
I will call a 16-point league a destroyed.
Well, I guess I'll give you that. I'll give it to you. I'll give it to you because, like Golden State,
and they play the Bucks on Tuesday. Finals preview. Watch y'all. The Bucks and the Warriors finals preview.
They the thing about it was they had control of the whole game. Like the whole game, they had control, and the fact that they beat them by like more than 10 points. I think it was 123.
It was 16 points, 123 to 107.
Yeah, 123 to 107. Thank you. That's what I was just looking for. And I will say this, even though the Golden State Warriors are in the 8th position, when you have Klay Thompson scoring over 30, then you have Steph Curry scoring over 30, they're unbeatable.
Let me counter that. Jason Tatum did not have a great game. And I don't know if it was because they defensively stopped him or if because he had a bad shooting night. Tatum only scored 18 points. And listen to this. He went 6 for 21 from the field goal range. That's a bad shooting night. If the Boston Celtics want to have a chance at any game, Jason Tatum needs to shoot around 40% in from the field goal range nightly. Because if he's only going to score 18 points, the Boston downfall is going to start, and it's going to start quick.
Let me ask this question. Let me ask both of y'all this question. Do you think the success of the Boston Celtics lays on Jason Tatum's
lies
shoulder?
On Jason Tatum's shoulder?
Lies on Jason Tatum's
I'm
shoulder?
going to just be honest. Boston ain't as good as I thought.
I told you that, Mr. Best Team in the NBA.
I mean,
they had the best record in the NBA. They've been
so did Phoenix.
So before this game, they were beating people with ease.
So remember, we talked about they didn't beat nobody. Remember, go back and listen to last week.
Did. You did say that.
Play the Warriors. Play the Pelicans.
You can only beat who is on your schedule. It's not like they playing the Detroit Pistons every week. So they are beating teams.
No, but they're playing Oklahoma City. They're playing the Rockets, right?
Yeah, recently.
They're playing the Hornets.
I'm going to be honest with you. Golden State is a well-teamed oil machine.
They are.
I think, hold on real quick. Golden State seen them, recognized the moment. We on national television. We played y'all for the championship last year. Y'all been on a winning streak. We need to show y'all what's up.
One other thing, let's give him a little credit to Grant Williams was back in the lineup, right? He didn't play. He did play. He scored 4 points. Yes.
Who?
Grant Williams. Okay. He was back in the lineup.
And man, please.
He hadn't played in a while, so it throws off chemistry.
Grant who?
Not Grant.
No, I'm saying I know who I'm talking about. I'm not talking about their big man center. I'm talking about Grant Williams had not been in the lineup.
And you see that threw off the lineup?
I think he threw off the lineup a bit. But more importantly, Jaylen Brown scored 31. He had a good game. He had almost a double-double. Marcus Smart had 13. But Marcus Smart, he can't hold Steph. He can't hold Klay.
I like Brogdon coming off the bench for them, though.
Brogdon coming off the bench had 16. That's a good look.
16, 4, and 5.
But the thing to remember is if Jason Tatum is not putting up 30, the Boston Celtics will not go anywhere. Their success is in the hands of the young superstar who is considered in all rights right now as an early MVP candidate.
I'm going to tell you what their problem is. They started Blake Griffin at the 5.
They started Blake Griffin as the center.
That's where they downfall.
They had no choice.
No, there's.
Yeah, take a good look at that roster. Because
Kevon Looney had 15 rebounds on Blake.
That's crazy.
15 of them things.
That's what I'm saying. Like Boston, and I don't want to put injury on there, but they were missing Al Horford. They were missing. They're still missing. What is his name? What's his name?
Let me give you credit. Let me give the Warriors credit. Let's not just make it seem like Boston just played bad. When Steph and Klay are both on, lights out.
That's why I just said that. It's hard. It's hard.
And Jordan, listen, Poole, Klay, and Curry combined for 86 points. 3 guards.
I think Kuminga was the key to the Golden State Warriors win. He had some tough baskets and some tough times, and it got him over the humps. Whenever Boston was getting ready to make a move, he got some big time buckets for them.
Who?
I got Kuminga.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Kuminga. Shout out to the Bucks great Dante DiVincenzo. His 3 points helped that victory too.
Dante who?
That's funny because they thought they was getting somebody else. But anyways,
Did.
I just feel like
Who did?
The Warriors.
the Warriors.
They gave him a whole welcome, like he's gonna give us some depth shooting off the bench.
But that's been the case. This is the thing. Couple things. Number one, Golden State is hard to beat at home. Number two, you had Klay Thompson. When Klay Thompson get going on top of Steph, they're damn near unbeatable. And then you had the lack of depth in the front court for Boston. So like Grant Williams, or whoever his name is, please, I can score on him. And then Al Horford was
I
gone.
like to see that.
Robin Williams III was still out. So you got both a big men who are major contributors still out.
Well, keep in mind, Grant, the guy you're talking about, Grant Williams, was a key reason to why the Bucks lost in Game 6 last year. So let's not act like he's just a big scrub.
He a big scrub because I don't care about him having a once in a lifetime moment.
Everybody put up in Kesey words. Everybody have a what do you say?
All the scrubs have a good game on the Bucks.
Somebody always have a career night on the Bucks.
Somebody always have a career night all the time.
Always somebody have a career night.
Me and Kesey was watching the Kings game. Like, is this dude that good or is this just his
What
career
was dude's
night?
name?
I don't remember.
Williams
He was
or
somebody, but he was balling.
Light skinned dude.
He was
One of those
balling.
Beige brothers.
Oh, I know you're talking about.
Balling.
From Kansas.
Yep.
Balling.
Hitting plenty threes, man.
Balling. Like, we were like, bruh, is this a breakout game? Or Kesey was like, nope. That's just a dude that's gonna put up
30 and
30
we have
on
to
the
survive
Bucks.
it. So okay, now looking back on this game, right currently the Golden State Warriors are in 8th spot.
Yep.
Draymond Green, they talked to him before the game because he always got something to say. He said he ain't worried about nobody in the West. Nobody.
Nope. They
Should.
No. I already told you the Golden State Warriors are going to the finals.
I think you said it every year just to kind of cover
No, I
your
don't.
bases, and then
No, I don't.
Then you throw in.
No, I don't.
What makes you say Golden State Warriors are going to the NBA Finals? Because Stephen B, here is your moment.
The Golden State Warriors are gelling together at the right time. We're hitting that 30-point margin of the season. They're about to have their Christmas schedule, and they're beating teams that matter, no matter where it is. The losses to Charlotte, the losses to...
Have you looked at the away record? I just want to put that.
Yeah, they're like 2-12.
Mm-hmm.
That's okay. They will find in the playoffs, they will be a different team. We know this. Okay. If Steph Curry,
the way the things look right now, I don't see anybody beating the Bucks this year.
Oh, the Bucks are going to win it all.
In the West. I'm just talking about
Bucks are
strictly
gonna
in
win
the
it all.
West.
Bucks are going to win it
The
all.
West is wide open.
Get your tickets, Milwaukee.
The West is wide open. It's a
The
roll
Bucks
of the
gonna
dice.
win it all.
It's a roll of the dice.
I told you. That's why I'm sticking with Golden State.
Are
They have
so? Are you?
championship
You
pedigree.
saying wide open? You saying Golden State got this on lock?
Golden State versus the Milwaukee Bucks in the NBA Finals.
No.
Book it.
No.
Bet.
How
much?
Whatever you want.
Don't tell him.
No,
that.
Golden State ain't gonna be in the finals.
You don't tell him that. 500 right now. Anyways,
No, Golden State won't be in the finals.
Want to bet a Ben?
oh what?
Benjamin?
Put it down.
See, like I said, no. Y'all really finna do this right now? Y'all really finna do this right now? That's $50. This is y'all know this is
Bucks Warriors Finals?
Bet.
I can't believe you is feeding into this man addiction.
Warriors won't be in the finals.
So
I
wait. Let's
I
define
got-
the
Whoa,
parameters.
too late now. You
No,
shook on it.
shh.
Nope.
You didn't check on
Ain't
it.
no perimeters on
Oh,
it.
they're parameters. So
What's the parameter?
if the Bucks don't make it, that means you don't win. 'Cause
No,
he shook on Bucks Warriors Finals. Did he not? Play the tape.
Cancel the bet because I'm not going to do
Cancel
this.
the bet.
I'm not doing this to him.
Play the bet. Play the tape.
No, I'm done.
Play the tape.
Cancel the bet.
I'm
The
done.
bet has been officially canceled.
No, it's not.
So the
he
Bu-
shook on. You can't
So-
go back.
Yeah, I can.
What? How
It hasn't even happened.
First of all,
First of all, you're not even in this.
It hasn't
So be
even happened.
quiet.
We haven't even got to the playoffs yet. And I'm canceling.
this is the thing.
We haven't even been 30 seconds into the bet, and he already like, hold on a minute, wait a minute. If
So
this
the
happened and
Warriors-
this happened and that happened
No.
and this happened.
I said we shook on Bucks Warriors in the finals. That's what we shook on.
The
No,
point
we're
of the
gonna-
bet was the Warriors going to the finals.
The Warriors going to the finals, not the Warriors, the Bucks. I said the Warriors won't be in the finals.
Now I'm gonna give
We
you.
shook on Warriors Bucks.
The bet is off. I'm done.
Did we not shake on the Warriors Bucks?
We did, but we're done now.
Why are we
Whatever-
done? You can't. No, you can't renege.
Yeah, I didn't renege. I told you.
did renege.
I said cancel the bet.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls.
You
cats
see what
and
he? You see
dogs.
what he on already?
No,
What I'm on-
I need
What
to
I'm
hear.
on, you're the one that reneged. You
Oh.
shook on Bucks Warriors.
As soon as we made the bet, he already put stipulations on the bet. Before 30 seconds in, he didn't even say before the bet. This is what it got to be. This and that. You
I
gonna say
said Bucks
no,
Warriors.
You cannot say that. No, you cannot change the bet.
Tone, what did I say, bro? Tone, are you here?
No, he's not here.
He's not here.
The point is,
Nope.
We'll go
Bucks.
back and listen, but the bet is off.
The bet's not off. You
the
can't.
bet is off.
Yeah,
You
I
shook.
can. The bet is off.
The bet is off. It's
No,
off.
it's not.
The bet is
You,
off.
you
Anyway.
can press that family feud button as many times you want to.
You can't tell me how to bet my money if I want to
This
take
is
my
the-
money off 30 seconds in because you already putting stipulations that I don't agree with.
You shook on Bucks versus Warriors. Did you not?
Do you want to do it over?
No.
Did you not?
No,
I did
do you-
not.
No, hold on a second. Keith.
I shook on the
Casey,
go
do you
to the
wanna do
Warriors
it
be in the
over?
finals.
Do
That's
you want to do it
it.
over? Do you want to do it over?
Do it over.
Do you want to do it over?
No, I'm not doing it over.
All right, then there it is. That's it.
I said Warriors in the finals. I said they won't be there.
For you to put that simulation on there is crazy.
Stand by your team. You said Bucks Warriors.
No, I said the Warriors will not be in the finals. That's it.
Okay, I'll take that bet.
I'm done with the bet already.
See,
He said he done.
he's
'Cause
done.
you
Already
already-
scared.
Because then next week he's gonna be putting another stipulation in.
We can
Well,
write it down.
If Clay get hurt
Write it down.
or Steph get hurt, the bet.
No. The bet's a bet. The bet's the bet. If I said that the Warriors will make it, it's a bet. Now, I might say they may not win if they don't play, but it's still a bet.
The
Dude,
bet,
yeah.
the original bet was Warriors make the finals.
But he shook on Bucks versus Warriors.
I did not.
What does the
You
Bucks have to
did.
do with this? What does the Bucks have to do with this?
It don't matter. That's what he shook on.
That is not what I.
That's what he shook
That's
on.
why I said the bet off. You see why I'm saying the bet off?
Okay, you know what? I can't wait to play the tape back. 'Cause we shook on it. We said Bucks versus Warriors in the finals. You said, yeah, after you threw out your big faces on the table. Let me trade you
No.
520s for the two big faces.
No,
Come on. I need to, I can't keep money in my pocket, bro.
because the less the less small bills I got, the less I spend it.
All right, we're gonna go ahead and move on because this has been a very
Should
this
we
is
bet on the
ridiculous.
Cowboys?
Not a bet on the Cowboys. Anyways, Charles Barkley says the Chicago Bulls need to blow it up. You're not good enough. It's time to start the rebuild.
Most definitely.
Facts.
Facts.
Ooh.
Factual. Look at the team.
I don't.
Tell me, do it say anywhere contender in that roster?
I thought it did, but it don't.
Go to that roster.
New coach.
Nothing about that team says finals. Nothing about that team says second round. Nothing about that team says playoff bound.
The thing about this team is they just have three. They don't have three superstars. They have three stars, and those three stars are good enough to make you to the playoffs. Now, what you do after that is something different. I feel like they should get a different coach. I feel like they need, because they have a decent roster. On paper, this is a decent roster.
Who?
Chicago Bulls. On paper,
Decent?
this is a decent roster.
Dude, reneged. I can't believe that.
I can't believe you. Can we move on?
Oh, okay.
Thank you.
Playing with my money. Like playing with my emotions. Go ahead.
So, like I said before, I think this is a decent team, but they just, this is a playoff team. Now,
Who is?
Chicago. I don't know what's gonna get them over the hump.
You want to take that bet?
No, I don't want to take that bet. I definitely don't want to take that bet.
Listen,
Dude, they're number 11 right now.
Yeah.
And they're a playoff team? We should get that soundbite. Playoffs.
You might well say the Lakers is a playoff team. If you don't say
Stop
they
it.
are.
Let's not get ridiculous.
They got the same record.
I think the Lakers are a playoff team, okay? If Anthony Davis stays healthy,
The only way the Lakers.
They got the same record. So what are you talking about?
The Lakers sucked yesterday. They suck again today.
And the Bulls suck too.
Because every time you bring up the Lakers, that's what I'm pushing. But my point is this, though.
wait. You said what?
Every time you bring up the Lakers, that's what I'm pushing.
The Lakers, LeBron gonna beat the record. Go ahead.
The Lakers sucked yesterday. They suck again today.
Wait. Anthony Davis.
I'm
is
not
an
gonna
MVP
keep on
candidate.
pushing.
One more time. Anthony Davis is an MVP candidate.
The Lakers
The
sucked
point
yesterday.
is-
They suck again today.
I'm not a Laker fan. I'm
Yeah,
a
you
LeBron
are.
fan.
Yeah, you are.
How many times do I have to
Yeah,
say
you
this?
are.
He's a Laker fan, like you're a Golden State Warriors fan,
I'm a Steph fan.
No, you're a Golden
and
State
he's
Warriors
a
fan.
and he's a what fan?
He's a Bucks fan.
No, he's a LeBron James fan.
No, that dude be defending the Lakers. I do not take as much time defending the Warriors.
Yeah, what? Oh, he on one today.
So can I get back to your point? Let's also remember, folks, the Bulls are playing without Lonzo Ball. LaMelo, yeah. I don't know if that
Lonzo.
helps their roster be better, but brother, I'm gonna have to slightly disagree with you. I don't see this roster as a good one. That's why the Bulls are shopping Vucevic and DeMar DeRozan. I don't see this roster being a great roster.
Okay, let me ask you this question. Because, like I said before, they don't have superstars; they have stars. Now, Zach LaVine, star. Star.
Role player.
Wow. DeMar DeRozan, star. All-star.
I don't know about that.
Before he left Toronto, he
I
was
don't know about
superstar,
that.
but now he's just a star.
I don't know that I would ever call DeMar DeRozan a superstar, let alone a star. He's a good player. I don't know that we can call him a star. Stars help their teams win.
He can only do so much.
Yeah, I guess.
Star. And then we got
Keith, is he a star?
Who?
DeMar DeRozan?
He's an all-star.
You
He's
still
a
think he's
star.
an all-star?
He's not a superstar.
But
Not
you still
superstar.
think he's an all-star?
Yeah. I like DeRozan.
I like
DeRozan.
him, but I
He's
don't
just
know
in a
that,
bad environment right now.
that he signed with. Let's not forget.
Nobody else
Let's
was
not
trying to sign
forget.
him.
Let's not
Exactly.
forget. He wanted to be in LA.
Exactly. Hold up. Big bro hit it on the nail. Say it again.
Nobody was looking for him.
Nobody wanted him.
Nobody wanted him. Don't care about that mid game. If you can't play on both sides of the court,
Which he
I don't care.
can't.
I don't care that you can hit 15 mid range. Now, this is what I'll say about DeMar DeRozan. I think he has been going from bad environment to worse environment to bad environment. Chicago got unlucky because they picked these guys. They traded for them and everything. But like you said before, they were out the ball. One of the Ball brothers, Lonzo, probably the best one out of the bunch. And then you look at the rest of their roster, it's not like horrible. It's solid. This is a solid roster.
I don't know that I can agree with that, bro. I seen better.
Are you saying,
take
Are you saying blow it up and rebuild it?
absolutely. You take away DeRozan and Vucevic from the Bulls, you have nothing.
Oh yeah, they're garbage.
You have nothing. They have an Antetokounmpo brother, so that says enough. Okay, they have an Antetokounmpo brother.
Well, he's not playing.
Exactly. When Kesey uses his magic punchline, who you look at the Bulls roster and have a whole lot of who's in there.
You got more who's than who's.
You got
That's
That's
great.
funny. No, what I'm saying is though, my thing about that is every team can have full of superstars.
You don't
So-
have to, but you can have better players.
Willie Green. If New Orleans can do it,
New
damn it.
Orleans has some buckets over there. You tripping.
I know they got some buckets over there. How many superstars do they have?
Brandon Ingram, not a superstar, but
How many?
on the way.
Okay, how many superstars do they have over there? Not no soon to be. Not no. Give them a couple of years. Not no. Next week. No. How many bona fide superstars over there? They
I
got.
don't think they have any.
Thank you. That was my point. They need a different coach. You get a
Who,
good
Bulls?
the Bulls.
They have Thibodeau right now.
No, that's New York. They got
Is he
some,
still in New York?
yeah. They got some. They got some clown in Chicago. I forgot his name.
Isn't it old boy that used to coach Kevin Durant? Billy Donovan?
Oh God, I hope not.
Yeah, it is Billy Donovan. He's a great coach.
Billy Donovan. No, get him out of here.
Billy Donovan's
Get
a
him
great
up out of
coach.
here. Get him up out of here.
Because he out there playing every day, right?
How long you gonna blame it on the players? How long do you blame it on the players?
You watch the Bulls games?
Yeah.
Alex Caruso has games where he scores 4 points on more than nights than one.
That's not his role though.
What is his role?
His role is to be a better Patrick Beverly,
A bully?
a bully, a defensive player.
People think Alex Caruso is a bully.
No, not a bully, but he's a defensive player. That's what you picked him up for.
I think the Lakers should have kept Caruso.
Oh, of course they have. But
This is the Lakers suck yesterday. They suck again today.
Because he just went to an environment where he's just in the same situation he left.
but they didn't sign him though, and they didn't want to sign. Well, they offered him a low number. I think that's what it was.
They didn't offer him that low. How much did he make? How much is this deal?
It wasn't as much as he wanted because he was shopping for a big contract.
It was bigger than what the Lakers offered him.
Did he end up getting an offer from the Lakers?
Yeah, he got a low offer. They lowballed him like they do everybody else except for LeBron James.
They
and
gave
Anthony Davis.
The Bulls gave him 4 year, $36 million.
Yeah,
The
Lakers lowballed him and gave him like something that was low. I think it was in the 20s for like 3 years. I don't know if they even offered him anything.
I need to know now.
Please do, sir. Now, this is not on my docket either, but I just feel like why not? Let's talk about it.
So the Lakers offered him a 2 year deal, $15 million.
Ooh.
Exactly. Low.
That's about the same.
How that's the same?
Well,
Because he got 4 year, 30.
the difference is
Yeah.
the difference is you have to remember when in NBA language, it's kind of like Chris Paul did. Those extra years are additive, so it makes the contract more lucrative. Meaning, okay, 2 years, 15 or 4, however much I have more, I'm gonna make money in 4 years versus 2.
That's about it. That's all it boils down
That's
to.
fine.
That's
Still, either way, 32 compared to 16 or whatever the case may be, it is. It's one of them things. So they lowballed him. But we're gonna go ahead and start wrapping this up. It's been another eventful evening here at the 94 Feet Podcast. Shout out to my brother Dre with his obviously gambling addiction.
I do not have a gambling addiction. I do not go to Potawatomi. I don't even
You
gamble.
don't need to
in
go to
Vegas.
Potawatomi to have a gambling addiction.
I don't even gamble in Vegas. This is all for show. I do not have a gambling addiction, America. Trust and believe. I'm just playing my role, like Kesey says.
It's his story, and he can tell it how he wants.
No, it's been fun. These past couple weeks have been a lot of fun. It's the most, and we've always had fun on the podcast, but this year I've had the most fun recording this show in 2022. So
I appreciate it, man.
shout out to y'all.
So agree with us?
Do you believe that?
Probably not.
You can always
You didn't shout out Keys?
I did shout out Kesey said something. I was just
No, I did not.
No, you know we didn't.
I did not.
shout out to Kesey too.
Shout out to the 94 Feet Podcast Nation out there. Appreciate
You
y'all.
just didn't say nothing. Okay, cool.
Yeah.
I apologize, Kesey.
All right,
I'm
so
sorry.
now we can be like, listen to us on.
Spotify.
I didn't say because you can catch us on all social media platforms.
We not
Facebook,
wait. No,
Instagram.
no.
Hold on a second. Instagram, Twitter, and eventually TikTok. Now y'all can do y'all.
Listen to us on Spreakers,
Spotify.
Amazon,
iTunes.
CD Baby. No, that's the wrong one.
Wow. Google Podcasts, SoundCloud, anywhere
Amazon.
else.
Listen to us on your favorite podcast network, y'all.
Yeah.
We
How do
love
they
y'all,
follow
good
us
people.
on the IG, bro? What's the handle?
Oh, 94 feet.
And we're on
Podcast.
YouTube. We're on YouTube, folks. Follow us, comment, share the videos.